older you get, the more meaningful these become. Seems like the more emotional they become as well. Why do you think that is?
I think because you realize how bad it feels when you lose them. And I think as time goes by, this is my 7th Ryder Cup. Am I going to play in another 7? I don't know. I'm probably on the back 9 of my Ryder Cup career, and every one that I get to play in from now on is very, very meaningful. Sharing it, what? Really? I've made the turn. But it's and sharing the week, sharing the course with these guys, having Fitz and Tommy as my partners this week, and just everything that we do as a team. It started probably a year ago when Luke took the captaincy, and the team started to take shape, and we did that practice trip here a couple of weeks ago, and everyone would probably agree with me, but we sat around a fire pit that night and we chatted and we got to know each other really well, and that was an amazing experience. I got to know things about these guys that I thought I knew them for a long time, but I got to know something different about them, and I think that really galvanized us as a team. And I think just spending time with these guys is just so more. It's just becoming more meaningful because I know I don't have that many left, and to see guys like Ludwig come in here and just be an absolute stud and take everything in his stride. I mean, I wish I was in his position again. Looking forward to playing in 15 or 20 Ryder Cups or whatever it is he's going to play in. But all the rookies that came in this year, everything, they've been absolutely amazing, and I'm just so proud to be a part of this team. And it's very, very meaningful.
And then we saw what you said last night in the parking lot. Can you elaborate on who you were saying it to? It looked like you were kind of speaking to Bones, but also kind of yelling.
Yeah, I text Bones this morning. He was just the first American I saw after I got out of the locker room, so he was the one that took the brunt of it. He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. I text Bones this morning and apologized for that. But yeah, I was hot coming out of that yesterday. I was pretty angry. I didn't agree with what happened on 18, but I think. I let it fuel the fire today, and it focused me, and I was able to go out there and get my point.
We'll go to Andy in the middle, please.
Hi, Rory. If I may just follow up on that, please. Does that mean, because we were all watching that very interesting home movie of you last night, we couldn't quite see who else was in there? So it wasn't Joe LaCava that was taking the brunt of your anger there?
Well, it was directed at Joe, but said at Bones, I guess, was how it...
Joe wasn't there, though.
Joe wasn't there, though. No.
Right, I see. You still seem quite pumped about it. When you finished your round today on 17, you're still saying that what happened last night was disgraceful, and you still seem quite animated by it. So I just wonder if you could just expand a bit on that. And also, most importantly, are you annoyed that Shane bundled you into a car, or quite relieved?
I'm relieved, very relieved. And then he
go on, Shane.
I was going to say, then he took me down to the cold plunge in the hotel and let me cool off there for a few minutes too. But yeah, very relieved. Yeah, I just look. We talked about it as a team last night. We felt like it was disrespectful, and it wasn't just disrespectful to Fitz and I. It was disrespectful for the whole team. I get that. We get the banter when we go over to the States and play, and the same happens here. It's the way it is. It's the way the Ryder Cup goes, and you have to have thick skin. That's just the way it is.
And are you much of a car park scrapper?
I think
no, but if I need to,
have to do all the work. I'd say.
That's now you were ready.
I said I was going to have to do all the work.
Go across to Brian on the right-hand side, please.
Look, many congratulations just over here. Look, thanks. Magnificent celebrations on the first tee there as well. I think it was Rory that started the chant 2 more years. Is there any reason why you wouldn't, if offered, be captain again in 2 years' time?
Listen, guys, I want to enjoy this moment right now with these guys.
Come on.
I haven't been asked yet, so...
Well, can I ask Rory then? Do you want him in 2 years' time?
I think everyone sitting here would be very happy to have him again.
Okay, we'll go to Stephen on the left-hand side, please.
Apologies. Another question for Rory. You said you took inspiration from Marcus Aurelius.
Got a pizza waiting. Can we go?
Can you sort of elaborate on what you read from him and why it inspired you?
Yeah, so I've read Marcus Aurelius's Meditations. I've studied Stoicism for a while and read a lot of those sort of books. And I just thought, as a former emperor of Rome, and seeing that we are in Rome, that it would be a good time to revisit some of his thoughts. And I revisited them on the way to the course today.
Go to Neil in the middle, please.
A question for Tommy, but Rory, can I just clarify? Has Joe apologised to you? And if not, do you want him to?
So we've texted. We haven't seen each other face to face, but we've texted, and everything will be fine. But you know, it's a point of contention, and it still hurts. But you know, time's a great healer, and we'll all move on.
Tommy, can I just take you back to the scenes in the last few holes? Do you realise how tight it was all getting? Were you aware of the situation? What were your emotions when your tee shot at the 16th hit the green, and then when Ricky conceded the putt?
Unfortunately, yeah, I did see how tight it was getting. I think, I was probably more relieved than anything. I felt pretty comfortable all day. That was the thing, and I was always kind of, even though it was tight, I was always really in control of the match. It's just that the occasion was very, very big. Ricky let me off. You never really want to see someone hit it in the water, so I wasn't particularly pleased about that. But I still had to step up and hit. There's no point me bailing out with the tee shot there. He could still make 4, and he probably was still going to make 4. I was just very happy to sort of tee the driver down, and just thought. I was playing very, very well. Just put a swing at it and it set off straight and it wasn't moving, and I was happy to pick the tee up and move on. And then the thing is, with that green, you can't really see where the ball's landing with the sun, so you just wait for the crowd's reaction. And yeah, I was quite pleased when he gave me the putt.